Good morning, Web Spiders. Today's Tuesday. It is January 26th, 2016. And, a lot of days I don't say the whole date, but I decided maybe I should start saying the whole date because I hear a lot of people say the date like this. Today is January 26th, 2016, and that is wrong. We don't put an and in 2016. See, in math, there's a rule about when you say the word and the only time you ever say the word and is when there's a decimal point. So if we're talking money, $12 decimal point and 36 cents, you'd say $12.36. But in a date, 2016. Never an and. Do you see I have my flat Webster with me? I gave my flat Webster a smiley face because I have a happy spider. It was really exciting to look on Facebook last night. Last night on Facebook, we had kiddos tagging Webb Elementary as they were reading with their flat Webster. And Mrs. Bartram and I got schooled a little bit last night. We were thinking that Webster only had one B, but doesn't it make a whole lot of sense for Webster to have two B's since we are Webb Elementary, W-E-B-B? So Webster's spelling is capital W-E-B-B-S-T-E-R, Webster. So this is my flat Webster, who I'm going to post some pictures of me reading with flat Webster too and tagging Webb Elementary on Facebook. I've got some friends in the studio with me today. Do you see them? Do I have more friends in the studio? Are you guys from Mrs. Pate's class too? Okay, if you guys want to come on in, stand right there. We'll take shifts. I'll have these guys do the pledge, and I'll have you guys do the creed with us. So stay right there for a second. Will you guys go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Callie from Mrs. Honeycutt. I'm Abram Bakken from Mrs. Honeycutt's class. I'm Callie from Mrs. Honeycutt. I'm Alyssa from Mrs. Honeycutt. I'm Karen from Mrs. Honeycutt.
So at this time, if you'll stand and push your chair in, we will have a moment of silence. And Kylie, if you'll hold that flag, you guys can do the pledge with me. Make sure it's your right hand on your heart. So hold it with your left hand, put your right hand on your heart. You guys ready? Here we go. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh my gosh, you guys did a great job. Stay right here, Mrs. Honeycutt's class, while I give a birthday shout out to a couple people with birthdays today. Happy birthday to Braylee Hampton, who's in Mrs. Taylor's class, and happy birthday to Mason Lux, who's in Mrs. Bridges' class. Guys, make sure you come see me for a birthday backpack tour. I'm glad that we get to celebrate your birthday in the web today. You guys recognize this word?
Self-discipline.
Self-discipline. When the office gets busy with kids who are getting punishments, do you think those kids are choosing to practice self-discipline? No. When the office gets busy with Mrs. Moran giving lots of backpack charms, do you think people are practicing self-discipline? Backpack charms. Backpack charms, yes. When you're getting rewarded for doing good things, that is one way that you're displaying self-discipline. Because if you're reading a lot and passing reading counts quizzes, probably in your free time you're reading. Not poking your neighbor, not interrupting the teacher. So if the office is really busy with good stuff, that's when I know our building's practicing self-discipline. When the office is filled with bad stuff, kids making bad choices, those kiddos are not practicing self-discipline. So I would much rather see you here in the office and praise you and give you a prize or a backpack charm, okay, guys? All right. If I could have Mrs. Honeycutt's class go that direction, and I'll have Mrs. Pate's class come on over here. We finished up with Mrs. Pate's last week, but I wasn't here on Friday, so this must be the last group of kiddos that needs to get in here on announcements. Scooch in, scooch in, scooch in, scooch in, scooch in, even if your shoulder's behind somebody else. Because we want to make sure that we get you in here so that you can see yourself on the screen. You see yourself on the screen? Okay, introduce yourselves.
I'm Khalil Benota from Mrs. Pate's class. I'm Uriah Lyons from Mrs. Pate's class. I'm Hunter Pern from Mrs. Pate's class. the EL performance-based class, inclusive from his class. I'm learning Thomas from his page class.
Well, I'm so glad to have more helpers in my studio. Will you guys help me with the creed today? Here we go. I am a member of the Webb family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. Stop right there. Webb Spiders, if you're giving your personal best, you are practicing self-discipline. You are displaying self-control. If at every moment of the day you're trying your hardest in class, you are really working to keep your mouth quiet and your feet still, you are practicing self-discipline. So that is giving your personal best, trying your hardest on your work, doing what your teachers ask you to do, quiet voices, soft feet, all of that, personal best. We need that, okay? I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special. Just in case you have not had a chance to color your flat Webster and cut him out, make sure that you do that. And teachers, if you didn't get these distributed to kids yesterday, make sure you get them distributed today. It really starts February. But we love in our Read Across America that we have a lot of exciting things coming up, that Flat Webster will be a part of that. And parents can take a picture and post it on Facebook if they want to, just as long as they tag Webb Elementary, and then everyone who follows the Webb Elementary page will get to see all of our Flat Webster sightings, okay? So make it a great day in the Webb. Make sure you are
doing it right.
Perfect. Have a great day, guys. Self-discipline.